This is Doug, of course. The brick you see in the background is the brick from my loft in lower downtown. Specifically, I live right across the street from Union Station. Where to begin? First of all, this can be difficult for me because I've been making long videos that are often an hour long for over 3 years. I've been making often every day currently around my Lyft schedule, which has been about a year and a half driving Lyft, about 3 or 4 one-hour film collage documentaries. Now I realize, even with my Lyft riders who may turn into Lyft subscribers, all may not sit and watch a whole hour video. Now, if I can make an hour-long video, that's a distillation of 4,500 videos on my Mac Pro computer, and I have 3,000 on this same exact phone that I've had in my car. Often it has my Lyft app, and that my riders have seen. I can make shorter videos. But here's the point. Making shorter videos, it's just gonna take a lot longer to tell my life story now that I'm 70 years old in little bite-sized pieces. But if it means the difference between people watching the video and hearing the story and what I had to say and not watching it all, I guess I'll have to start doing it. So this is gonna be experiment. Well, here's the other thing, that if you are one of my Lyft riders who've met me in the car, I've told you a whole bunch of things that you already know, but there's so much more to my story and why I'm here than even what I've told you in the car, because obviously if you're a Lyft rider and we go to the airport, I've got 30 minutes with you. If I'm taking you to work, I might have only 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes with you. So I'm gonna think of this as an experiment. See, this has already been 2 minutes long. Now, some of the things you may not know unless you do this is the shorter the videos, the faster they download to photos, and more importantly, the faster they download to YouTube to make a YouTube video that you can watch. So in other words, this has been 2 minutes. So I'm gonna experiment. Now, it's a big leap for me to go from making an hour video to a 37-second video. That's the average length of like a Geico commercial or the Liberty Mutual commercial with Doug, Liberty Mutual with Crazy Bird. See, all the commercials on TV, they're around 37 seconds long. So that's another experiment I'm gonna do to try to say a lot in 37 seconds. But here's the deal. I'm not a professional actor. I'm not Matthew McConaughey. I'm not Dean Graziosi. I'm not Tony Robbins. And as Dean Graziosi, one of my 3 virtual mentors, says, we aren't a culture of perfection. Don't expect yourself to be perfect, or the world to be perfect, or your life to be perfect. Number 2, we're not a culture of comparison. Don't compare yourself with me or Tony or Matthew McConaughey or anyone else. Number 3, we're a culture of progress. Just being the best version of yourself that you can be every day. A little better tomorrow, a little better the next day, a little better the next day, and in the course of a whole year, which is 300 plus days, by just making steady little improvements of doing better in ways you know you need to be better. Could be health, could be exercise, could be any number of things. I think we all know, if we're honest with each other and ourselves, we know what we need to do. So that's a matter of doing it. Now, I'm already close to 5 minutes. I'm intentionally doing this to make this a 10-minute video. And the reason being, I've told you maybe in the car, if you're one of my Lyft riders, that Dean Graziosi, every Monday and every Thursday, he does about a 10-minute, sometimes it's 12-minute, check-in call with us, who are part of what's called a mastermind group. And it's a group of people that Dean Graziosi has attracted to him to be his followers that want to hear his message every Monday and Thursday. And Dean has a unique gift to be in front of the camera. Now, sometimes he's in his mastermind office in Phoenix, Arizona. Sometimes he's walking along a golf course. Sometimes he's been in London. But every Monday, regardless where he is in the world, no matter what's going on with his own life or his business or his family, he talks to us on a regular basis. Now, the way that works, and the reason why I'm bringing that up with you, is you can be live with him. But if you miss him live, it's recorded. So either way, you can see it. But there's something special about live, because it's live. You could be anywhere in the world, and he's actually, wherever he is, Phoenix or wherever, and he's actually talking to you live. So it's like a live Zoom call, but not with just one person. Usually there's at least a couple hundred people. And the other thing he does that's interesting, I like to figure out how to do all this because I think it'd be a cool thing for me to do. He also has chat. So as he's talking to whomever's out there, you can chat and say, hello, I'm here, I'm from New Zealand, wherever, and he acknowledges one by one every comment that comes through. So it gives you the sense he's like connected to you because there's that connection. And again, it's live. And you can start seeing real people interacting with him. So it's a really powerful thing. Now, I've been on his live calls since April 24, 2023, which happens to be my dad's 90th birthday, which was Matthew McConaughey's first virtual event with it was 6 hours long. And there's over 2 million people on that particular live event. 2 million. I'm getting up to the 10-minute mark. I was on that. Because I watched it and I connected with it, I signed up for the mastermind group, and that's how I came in to be connected to Dean. I didn't even know who Dean Graziosi was. So one of the things I want to do is introduce Dean Graziosi in the mastermind group to you, because I think everyone can benefit. Now, just because I think everyone can benefit from it doesn't mean everyone's going to be interested. I've got 3 more minutes or 2 more minutes to be in the 10 minutes Dean zone. On that Matthew McConaughey event, not all 2 million people stayed. In fact, people dropped off. It's common on those live events because they do it for free. The cost of the event doesn't get in the way. People will come and check it out. And Matthew McConaughey, and I might close this video with that because I have talked about it, I believe, in the car. Matthew did a 42 second or something like that promo video that I can play for you to promote that event. Now, here's where I'm going with this. I want to tell my story, but I also want to bring value to people I feel could benefit with the same information I'm getting. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is through video and sharing some of the things I'm learning from Dean, Matthew, and Tony Robbins. Now, I know that just like the large event, there'll be people that drop off, and there's only going to be a small percentage of people that even I talk to in the car. Having subscribers one by one, let's say I have 1 or 2 new subscribers a day, it's going to take forever to be monetized. In fact, it probably will never happen. However, because I go to work and I connect with people in my car, I'm connecting with people I wouldn't have ever met or connected to if I didn't go on the Lyft platform at that particular time when they're calling for a Lyft car, and I happen to be their Lyft driver. So I believe there's some synchronicity there, and I do believe I'm kind of a messenger, a link, a conduit to Dean, Matthew, and Tony Robbins. So that's my 10 minutes. So I'm going to download this. Put it on my channel. and see how many people watch this video and probably go in another direction. So here we go. I'm going to download this right now.